So, students, last time we have seen about the topic of indeterminate forms. In which we have used L'Hopital rule, and there we have seen two types of the indeterminate form, 0 upon 0 and infinity upon infinity. Okay, now let us see other kinds of infinity forms, indeterminate forms, which are 0 into infinity, infinity minus infinity. So here 0 into infinity cannot be determined. So we call this as an indeterminate form. Infinity minus infinity is also not defined. We cannot determine the value because infinity is not a number. It is just a symbolic representation that a number is increasing and increasing. That means the number, whatever we think, there exists a number greater than this always. So this shows that it is infinity minus infinity. Then we will see 0 raised to 0, infinity raised to 0 and 1 raised to infinity. So this kind of indeterminate forms we will see. And last time I explained you that these two are the basic indeterminate forms, and in this L'Hopital rule can be applied. In these two, L'Hopital rule can be applied, and these are the indeterminate forms in which L'Hopital rule cannot be applied directly. So whenever this kind of indeterminate forms arise, then we will have to convert these indeterminate forms into one of these two kinds. So after converting them into this kind, we can apply L'Hopital rule. So this we will understand by considering the example. Suppose we will consider one example, limit as x tends to 0 of 1 upon x square minus 1 upon sine square x. So now let us see what will happen here. Okay. So see here. First of all, we try to put x equal to 0 here. So 1 upon 0, that means it is infinity. 1 upon sine 0 is 0. So it is again infinity. So it is infinity minus infinity. This indeterminate form is infinity to infinity. So as I told you in the last lecture, just on right hand side at some distance, you represent this form as infinity minus infinity. It is not the value. You cannot write that equal to. Then we will write down equal to. Now this indeterminate form we will convert either in 0 upon 0 form or infinity upon infinity form. Okay. So to do this, it is very simple. We need to simplify this. Just we cross multiply them. So we will get sine square x minus x square divided by x square into sine square x. Okay. So we have obtained this form. And now you know, in the last lecture we have applied one simplified form for tan square x. Just like here again, we can apply sine square x is here, and we will multiply and divide this by x square. So as this value is 1, as limit x tends to 0. So here we are not writing which form is this, because we are not checking the form now. We are just simplifying this functional form. So we have sine square x minus x square divided by this x square into this x square equal to x raised to 4. So and once again you have to remember that in this sine square x we cannot do this kind of idea. Okay, we cannot apply because limit of fx upon gx we cannot write, but limit of fx into gx we can write. Okay, so now let us check this form. Sine 0 is 0, this is 0 minus 0 is 0. So 0 by 0. So now you can see that we have converted infinity minus infinity form into 0 upon 0 form. And now we are able to apply L'Hopital rule. And as per L'Hopital rule, we have to find out the derivative of sin square x. It is 2 sin x into cos x minus x square as the derivative 2x divided by 4x cube. Okay. So we will. This is what 2 sin x into cos x is nothing but sin 2x. So I will not write one more step. Just I am writing this as sin 2x. So I will put sin 0 is 0. This x is 0, so 0, and this x is again 0, so 0. So we again apply the L'Hopital rule. Sin 2x is the derivative, 2 cos 2x is the derivative of sin 2x, and minus 2x is the derivative minus 2, and it has the derivative 12x square. So we try to put x equal to 0 here. Cos 0 is 1, so 2 minus 2 is 0, and this x is again 0, so it is again in the form of 0 upon 0. Then again we will apply L'Hopital rule. Its derivative is minus sin 2x into 2, so 4 sin 2x, and this 2 has the derivative 0, and it has the derivative 24x. Okay, so we again check the form. Sin 0 is 0 and this is 0 is 0, so 0 upon 0. So this equal to limit x tends to 0. Now we will again apply the L'Hopital rule. So its derivative is cos 2x into 2. That means minus 8 cos 2x divided by 24 into x. X is the derivative 1, so 24. So now you can see that there is no x in denominator, so we will get answer directly. Cos 0 is 1. So its answer is minus 8 by 24. That means minus 1 by 3. So you must have got the idea related to this example. Okay. So after some time, after completion of this lecture, you may try again to solve this example. So from this chapter, whatever the marks are there, you can secure the marks very easily, very simply. Okay, so have you understood this fact? Okay, so now I will just rub it out. And I will consider one more example. Limit x tends to pi by 2 cos x into log 10x. Cos x into log of 10x. Okay. So here you can see that this function is into the form of fx into gx. F of x into gx form. So it may be of this form. We may suppose it may be of this form, and for that we will check it out. We know that cos pi by 2 is 0. Cos pi by 2 is 0. Tan pi by 2 is what? Tan pi by 2 is infinity. You may be knowing. Tan pi by 2 is infinity. So log infinity is again infinity. So here it is into the form of 0 into infinity, and all these symbolic representations we are using in the limiting sense only. So 0 into infinity form. So here in this form, as I told you that in all these forms we cannot apply L'Hopital rule. To apply L'Hopital rule, we have to convert into one of these two forms. So we will try to convert this into the form of fx upon gx. We will have to convert this into the form of fx upon gx. Okay. So to do this, we will take one of these two functions in the denominator. So we will keep log of 10x in numerator and cos x in denominator. So cos x will become sec x now. Okay. And I prefer to keep log function in numerator always. Don't as possible as you don't try to take log function in denominator, because if we take this into denominator, then we will have to write this into this form, 1 upon log of x, and its derivative will become very complicated. So you keep log function in numerator and other function in denominator. So it is into form of fx upon gx. Now we will check the form. Pi by 2, tan pi by 2 is infinity, log infinity is infinity, sec pi by 2 is also infinity. So it is into the form of infinity upon infinity. Now we can apply L'Hopital rule. As per L'Hopital rule, the derivative of log of 10x is 1 upon 10x. You will just write down systematically. Main line you draw from this central position, and 10x has the derivative sec square x. Okay, and this sec x has the derivative sec x into 10x. Okay, so now let us just simplify. We will not check the form, which kind of this form is there, because we will put this functional form into simplified form. So this 1 sec x will be cancelled over here. So here it will remain sec x, and divided by 10x into 10x, that means 10 square x. Okay. So now let us check this form. Sec pi by 2 is infinity. This is again infinity. So infinity upon infinity form. So limit of this one is this has the derivative sec x into 10x, and the 10 square x has the derivative 2 10x into 10x has the derivative sec square x. Okay, so this 10x and 10x will be cancelled, 1 sec x will be cancelled. So this is equal to limit x tends to pi by 2, 1 upon 2 sec x. Now you can see that in numerator there is some number 1, and in denominator there is function, so answer will come. So here if we put x equal pi by 2, sec pi by 2 is infinity. So 1 upon infinity is 0. So its answer is 0. Okay. So we have obtained the answer in this way. So you must have observed this example. You can also try yourself now to solve this example. Okay, now let us see one more example. One more example. Evaluate limit x tends to pi by 2 cos x whole raised to pi by 2 minus x whole raised to pi by 2 minus x. Okay, so now see what will we do here. This is in the function form f of x raised to gx form, f of x to the power gx form. So this limit may be one of these three forms, either 0 raised to 0, infinity raised to 0, or 1 raised to infinity. So in the solution process, first of all we will write down limit x tends to pi by 2, or we can also check directly. Here it is in the form cos pi by 2, cos pi and pi by 2 is what? 0. And here pi by 2 minus pi by 2 0. So it is in the form of 0 raised to 0. So you can write down the limit is in indeterminate form, form 0 raised to 0. Okay, so therefore, and whenever the limit is given into one of these three forms, that means f of x raised to gx, then always follow one rule. That means assume this limit as y or L. You may assume this as L also, whatever you want. L equal to x raised to pi by 2, cos x raised to pi by 2 minus x. That means in each of these three types you follow the same thing, because we will have to simplify this function, and then we will take log on both sides. So log of L, limit x tends to pi by 2. If we take log, then you must be knowing that if you take a log of this one, then this gx will come outside, and we can write down this as log of fx. Okay, in this form. So here pi by 2 minus x will come down, and here it will become log of cos x. Okay, now we will check this form. Pi by 2 minus pi by 2, because here x tends to pi by 2, so we will have to put x equal to pi by 2. Pi by 2 minus pi by 2 is 0, and cos pi by 2 is 0, so log 0. In the last lecture I explained to you that whenever log function is involved, then that means that this limit is always a right-handed limit. Always a right-handed limit. So we can say that log of 0 tends to minus infinity. But here we want its symbolic expression, so we can say that it is into the form of 0 into infinity. So after then, it is into the form of f of x into gx. That means into this form. But we can, as I told you, we can apply L'Hopital rule only in one of these two cases. So we will have to convert this into f of x upon gx. So here you can see that this form is converted into this form. Now this form we will convert into one of these two forms. So one function we will have to take in denominator. But I told you that as possible as you keep log in numerator and other function you take in denominator. So here I have taken pi by 2 minus x in denominator. And now you can see that this form is infinity, because log 0 is infinity, and pi by 2 minus pi by 2 is 0. So 1 upon 0 is infinity. And then we can apply L'Hopital rule. So here, as per L'Hopital rule, the derivative of log cos x is 1 upon cos x, and cos x has the derivative minus sin x. So minus sin x, so that's why I have placed this into bracket. And the derivative of 1 upon pi by 2 minus x. You know that the derivative of 1 upon x is minus 1 upon x there. So it is into the form of 1 upon x. So its derivative will now be 1 upon pi by 2 minus x whole square. Okay? And again the derivative of pi by 2 minus x. Pi by 2 is the derivative 0, and it has the derivative minus 1. So it will become plus. It will become plus. So now, in this case, here we will not change this form, just we will put this into simplified form. You can see that this is minus sin x upon cos x, so it is tan x. So just we will simplify this as this pi by 2 minus x. Now I will take in denominator, because it will go in the numerator, it will go in numerator, and this is minus tan x. And tan x can be taken, here we have not taken this in denominator because due to log, but now log has been removed, so minus tan x. So minus tan x means we will take in denominator, so it will become minus cot x. Okay, are you understanding this one? Just understand this step. The denominator 1 upon pi by 2 minus x whole square, that is this pi by 2 minus x whole square we have taken in numerator, and there we have written minus cot x. Now let us check this form. Pi by 2 minus pi by 2 is 0, and the cot pi by 2 is what? Cot pi by 2 is also 0, because it is cos upon sine, so cos pi by 2 is 0. So we will apply L'Hopital rule. This has the derivative 2 pi by 2 minus x. 2 pi by 2 minus x, and pi by 2 minus x has the derivative minus. So here we will put minus. And here minus cot x. Cot x has the derivative minus cos x square x. So minus minus will become plus cos x square x. Okay? Are you understanding this? Okay. So now see, we will check this form again. We put here pi by 2 minus pi by 2 is 0. And cosec pi by 2 is what? It is 1 upon sin pi by 2. Okay. So actually cosec pi by 2 is 1. So actually this is not the indeterminate form. We can obtain the answer directly. So we will write down equal to 0.1. So it is 0. So you can see that the value is here 0. But which value is this? This is nothing the value of log of L. So therefore log of L equal to 0. But we want actually the value of L. That means actually the value of this question. So therefore L equal to e raised to 0. And e raised to 0 is 1. Okay. So don't forget to convert this log of L in terms of L to obtain the value of L. Okay. Okay. Now let us see another example. Evaluate limit x tends to 0 e raised to x plus e raised to 2x plus e raised to 3x divided by 3 whole raised to 1 upon x. So now see, you can see that this example is in the form of f of x raised to gx, because the bracket is f of x and this is gx. 1 upon x is gx. So it may be in the form of 0 raised to 0, 1 raised to infinity, or infinity raised to 0, any one kind. Okay. So we will check this, which kind of this function is it. Because in solution we will have to write down first line that the limit is in indeterminate form. Which form that let us see. If we put here x equal to 0 in f of x, that means this in this function, then e raised to 0 is 1, this is also 1, this is also 1, because e raised to 0 is 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. 3 by 3 is 1. Okay. 1 raised to, and this is 1 upon 0. 1 upon 0 is infinity. So this is into the form of 1 raised to infinity. And therefore, it is in the form of fx raised to gx. So I told you that first assume the given limit as L. So it is e raised to x plus e raised to 2x plus e raised to 3x by 3 whole raised to 1 by x. Now we will take log of L, log on both sides. So if we take log, then this 1 upon x will come down. So log of e raised to x plus e raised to 2x plus e raised to 3x by 3 and divided by x, because it is into actually 1 upon x, but I have written this x in denominator directly to avoid one more step. Now again we will check this indeterminate form. This is e raised to 0, e raised to 0, e raised to 0, 3 by 3, 1. So log of 1 is 0. Log of 1 is 0. And it is also 0 because x tends to 0. So now it is in the form of 0 upon 0. So we have converted this into that form, and hence we can apply L'Hopital rule. And as per L'Hopital rule, we will find out the derivative. The derivative of this one is log as the derivative. What is the derivative of log of x? It is 1 upon x. So we have the derivative is 3 upon e raised to x plus e raised to 2x plus e raised to 3x. This is 1 upon x. But again we will have to find out the derivative of internal function. So it is what? E raised to x has the derivative e raised to x. This has the derivative 2 e raised to 2x plus this has the derivative 3 e raised to 3x. And the whole divided by 3. So this is the derivative. And this the derivative of this x is 1 now. So now we can see, we will not check the form. We will simplify this one. So 3 and 3 will be cancelled. So we will have e raised to x plus 2 e raised to 2x plus 3 e raised to 3x divided by e raised to x plus e raised to 2x plus e raised to 3x. Now we will put x equal to 0 here. This is 1 plus 2 plus 3. That means 6. And this is 1 plus 1 because we put x equal to 0 then. So 6 by 3. So now we are getting the answer. Because it is 1 plus 2 plus 3. Divided by it is 1 plus 1 plus 1. So 6 by 3. It is 2. But what is 2? 2 is the answer of log of L. And therefore we have L equal to e raised to 2. E raised to 2. So this is the actual answer. You can see. So you can observe this solution and example. Okay. Now let us see one more example. Evaluate limit of x tends to 0. 1 raised to 1 upon x plus 2 raised to 1 upon x plus 3 raised to 1 upon x divided by 3 whole raised to 3 into x. 3 into x. And here limit of x tends to infinity. So we will check this indeterminate form. Here you can see if we put infinity here, then 1 upon infinity is 0. So 1 raised to 0 is 1. This is again 2 raised to 0, 3 raised to 0. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. 3 by 3 is 1. And this is infinity, x equal infinity. So it is in the form of 1 raised to infinity. Okay. So we will assume this as L. So L equal to limit x tends to infinity 1 raised to 1 upon x plus 2 raised to 1 upon x plus 3 raised to 1 upon x divided by 3 whole raised to 3x. But now here one thing you note down that due to 1 upon x, the derivative of 1 raised to 1 upon x or 2 raised to 1 upon x will become complicated. Because in the power there is 1 upon x. Because here we have if y equal to a raised to x, then its derivative we can find y dash equal to a raised to x into log of a. This is the derivative. But here if 1 upon x is there, then it becomes complicated. So we will take here y equal to 1 upon x. Y equal to 1 upon x. This implies that when this will also change here, x tends to infinity. When x tends to infinity, y tends to 1 upon infinity is 0. So y tends to 0. Not equal to tends to 0. And therefore, we will have L equal to limit y tends to 0, 1 raised to y plus 2 raised to y plus 3 raised to y divided by 3. Here it is 3 upon y. X equal to 1 upon y. So then we will take log of L. So it will become log of y tends to 0. This is 3 upon y come outside. So 3, this is log of 1 raised to y plus 2 raised to y plus 3 raised to y divided by 3. Here this is the biggest line and 3 upon y. This 3 upon y, this y we will write down over here. So now it is 1. Then we put y equal to 0. 1 raised to 0, 2 raised to 0, 3 raised to 0. So log of 1 is 0 and this y is also 0. So it is in the form of 0 upon 0. Then we can apply L'Hopital rule. This has the derivative 3 upon 1 raised to y plus 2 raised to y plus 3 raised to y. Okay? And this has the derivative. What is the derivative? 1 raised to y is the derivative 1 raised to y into log of 1. plus 2 raised to y log of 2 plus 3 raised to y log of 3 whole divided by 3, and this y has the derivative 1. Okay, so now you will get the answer directly because this 3 and 3 will be cancelled. This is 1, this you write down in numerator and denominator. So now if you put y equal to 0, then 1 raised to 0 is 1, log of 1 is 0, 2 raised to 0 is 1, so log of 2, 3 raised to 0 is 1, log of 3, so log of 2 plus log of 3, log of 2 plus log of 3 will be what? It is log of 2 into 3. You may be knowing because log of x into y is log of x plus log of y. So this is log of 6. And this is 1 raised to 0 plus 2 raised to 0 plus 3 raised to 0. That is 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 3. And this 3 and 3 will be cancelled. So its answer is log of 6. And that means log of L equal to log of 6. So L equal to 6. So the remaining 2 steps you can do yourself. And the hint already I have given to you. Okay, so everything is here is very simple. You can do it yourself. Okay, two steps you do yourself. Now let us see one more example. A raised to 1 upon x minus 1 into x and x raised to infinity. Okay, so solution here is the limit is in indeterminate form. What is this? X tends to infinity. This x is infinity. 1 upon infinity is 0. So a raised to 0 is 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. So 0 into infinity. So therefore we will convert this into fx upon gx. So fx upon gx can be converted into easy form. We will keep this in numerator and this x in denominator. 1 upon x. Okay, this is 1 upon x. So now what is this form? X tends to be 1 upon infinity is 0. So a raised to 0 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. And this is again 0. 1 upon infinity is 0. So we will apply L'Hopital rule here now. A raised to 1 upon x. So what is the derivative of a raised to 1 upon x? A raised to 1 upon x has the derivative a raised to 1 upon x into log of a. But here 1 upon x is there. So again we need to find out the derivative of 1 upon x. This is minus 1 upon x there. And the derivative of this 1 is 0. So we will not write down this. And this the derivative of this 1 upon x is again minus 1 upon x there. So we can see that we will simplify. We will not check this form. First we will put this into simplified form. So minus 1 upon x square and this minus 1 upon x square will be cancelled. So it is nothing but 1 upon a raised to 1 upon x into log of a. And directly we will get the answer. If we put x raised to infinity, 1 upon infinity is 0. So a raised to 0 is 1. And this is log of a only. So it is the answer. Okay. So the answer of this example is log of a. Now let us see one special type of example in which we require some different idea. Limit x tends to 0, 1 plus x whole raised to 1 upon x minus e divided by x. So the same concept, the concept which we want to use can also be applied in this example also. There are two examples of special type in which we will first follow some special idea. 1 plus 1 1 plus x whole raised to 1 upon x minus e plus 1 half e into x, not e raised to x, e into x divided by x there. So in this also you can apply the same idea, and here answer is, because this I want to put give you as a homework. So 11 by 34 into e is the answer. So we will apply the idea. So here you can see that you can write down the limit is in the indeterminate form. 1 plus x as limit of x tends to 0. 1 plus x, 1 upon x has the limit. You must be knowing that this is e. Okay? So e minus e is 0 and this x is again 0. So it is in the form of 0 upon 0. So you must be knowing that we can apply L'Hopital rule directly without any hesitation. But to do this we require the derivative of 1 plus x whole raised to 1 upon x. The derivative of 1 plus x, 1 upon x, whole raised to 1 upon x is slightly complicated. So we will make the use of series, Taylor series, Maclaurin series expansion, and we'll put first 1 plus x whole raised to 1 upon x into simplified form. So we will assume y equal to 1 plus x whole raised to 1 upon x. Then we will take, because before applying L'Hopital rule, just we want to put this into simplified form. So log of take, then 1 upon x into log of 1 plus x it will become. And we know the log 1 plus x has the series expansion, Taylor series expansion. I already told you to remember this one. X minus x square by 2 plus x cube by 3 minus x raised to 4 by 4 and so on. Okay, so we'll write down this term up to this one. So now what will it become? X, if we divide this by x, then 1 minus x by 2 plus x square by 3 minus dot dot dot. So y equal, actually we want the value of y. To simplify this we have taken y, but again y we can obtain by e raised to 1 minus x by 2 plus x square by 3 minus dot dot dot. So this can be simplified as e raised to 1 into e raised to minus x by 2 plus x square by 3 minus dot dot dot. Okay, because you know that e raised to x plus y can be written as e raised to x into e raised to y. So we have separated this one for some purpose only, because we kept all the terms, remaining terms containing x only here. Okay, so now this e raised to 1 is e, but we will expand this one by using the Maclaurin series, which also I told you to remember. 1 plus x by x plus x square by 2 plus x cube by 3 factorial plus dot dot dot. You must be knowing. So by using this, here our x is what? X is this bracket. X is this bracket. So first we will write down 1 plus x. X means what? The bracket. Minus dot dot dot. Plus 1 upon 2 factorial x square. X square means what? Minus x by 2 plus x square by 2 x square by 3 minus dot dot dot. Okay? And other terms we will not write, because in this expansion we want to write down the terms up to x square only. Up to x square only. Here, if we want, we can also find the terms containing x cube, x raised to 4 and so on. But we will not fall into this complicated process, because if we find out the expansion up to x square only, then we will write down plus dot dot dot. It is sufficient for us. Okay, so here this is x square, that means bracket square. X cube I will not write, I will write dot dot dot, because the x cube and higher terms I don't want. Up to x square only we want. We can write, no doubt, if you want you can write, but at this stage we don't want it. So e into 1 minus x by 2 plus x square by 3, the other terms x cube by something, whatever it is, that we will keep in plus dot dot dot. Okay, so I will stop here. So here 1 upon 2 factorial square, it is what? Square means x square by 4. X square by 4 plus, it will become plus, x square by 4 means it is x square by 8. Then it will become x raised to 4, we don't want. Then it will become minus x cube. x cube also we don't want. So I will write down here plus dot dot dot. So it is e into 1 minus x by 2. This x square and x square 1 by 3 plus 1 by 8. 1 by 3 plus 1 by 8 is what? 8 plus 3. 11 by 24. So 11 by 24 x square plus dot dot dot. Okay. So this is the expansion of this function. That means this function we have obtained, and now we will make the use of this one. Okay. Therefore our limit L equal to now limit x tends to 0. We will put the value of this one. The value of this one is e into 1 minus x by 2 plus 11 by 24 into x square plus dot dot dot, and minus e. This is e. So divided by x. So we will simplify this one. If we multiply this, then e into 1 is e. E and e will be cancelled. These two e and e will be cancelled. So it will become minus x by 2 plus 11 by 24 x square plus dot 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 whole divided by x. But again you know that x will come outside from all these terms, because every terms plus dot 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 contains x. So this x and x will be cancelled. So we will have limit e. This x and x will cancel, so it is minus 1 half plus 11 by 24 x. X is common. Okay. Now we will get answer, because if we put x equal to 0, here x is 0, so 0, and all other terms after this contains x square, x cube, and so on. So all will become 0. So it is nothing but minus 1 half only, and e is there. So minus e by 2 is the answer. So in this example also you will have to do the same process. Then finally put this value over here, and you will get, after simplifying something, you will get the answer. Okay. So all of you try to solve this example, and the examples which I have given to you over here, you can repeat them, revise them, and re-practice them to get confident with this concept. And more examples we will provide to you in tutorial. So whenever tutorial is there, then we will explain what is this and what is not to do this. So you must remember this one, this example. So see it and try to solve it. So friends, with this chapter is completed. Next time we will see new chapter, and before starting the new chapter you must get practice with this chapter. So till now we have completed the 2 chapters, Taylor series, Maclaurin series, and this one, indeterminate forms. Okay, thank you.